Hello, I'm Chella Courington, and I have a recent chapbook entitled In Their Own Way. Actually, the title of the chapbook I took was inspired by the first line of Tolstoy's Anna Karenina. All happy families are alike. Each unhappy family is unhappy in their own way, hence, in their own way. This is published by Crow Hollow Books. The first poem I'd like to read is Blackbirds. Like a canopy of darkness, they shadow the ground for miles, on currents that lift them back to their roost. Years later, I asked my father if he gathered us to watch thousands swoop down on trees, sit wing to wing till morning branches cracked under their weight. At daybreak, did they leave the oaks bare? He says we never saw them abandon the hollow, catch a new wind to an unharvested south, but would always see their return, black streaks on a September afternoon. The second poem I'd like to read is entitled Job's Daughter. I do not skulk from God. He has no eye for me, only for my Father, tall and brown, hands that raise me over his head. Hurling insults like thunderbolts, God calls him hare-lip, mooncalf. Father hides 7 days under the bellies of 3 sheep. With a dulled razor, God shears their backs slowly before burning them. He forces the camel to sit on the cold earth, head down, and gives Father a white flint knife. Slice the thorax, he bellows. Father turns away, not a butcher. The camel lives 2 hours. My father crawls inside the camel's skin and closes it over him, flesh still warm. And my third and final poem today is entitled Jeopardy. My father built biceps working for U.S. Steel, smelting iron in heat that humbled men. Now I could break his arm over my knee, brittle as kindling. My father used to let me walk up his body, balancing my hands on his fingertips till I flew from his shoulders. They began to sag after my mother passed. Rising at night, no moon out, she collapsed in the dark and never woke, as once my father fell when a clot in his head tossed him down. He speaks of my mother, rubbing his back with eucalyptus oil, and saves hair from her brush, strands he wraps in Kleenex. At night, with his whiskey, facing jeopardy, my father drifts off to Kargasok. In the Russian mountains, women live to be 105. So do their men, eating dried cod with mushroom tea, making love last forever. Thank you.